Feast your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Those are basketball players warming up. Those are basketball players getting ready to play a high school basketball game here in Flossmoor, Illinois. Welcome inside home of Flossmoor South Gymnasium. I'm Jotham Israel alongside Joe Sullivan. Joe, I got 3 words for you, man. High school hoops.
Finally.
High school hoops.
Finally, after months, we've been waiting for the IHSA to come out with the decision. Canceled all the holiday tournaments, canceled the season, and pushed it all the way back to the spring. But here we are in February. We're starting games, and it's good to be back.
Couple months later than I would have liked for it, but it is back, Joe. And you got to think, it is so exciting for these players to get back on the court and get back to playing the game that they love.
Right. Obviously, they have all these new guidelines with wearing masks and some new guidelines when it comes to playing, not having a tip-off at the start of the game. But it's good to be back. I mean, really, I think all these players can say that they would rather have a season and a series of games than just not being able to play. So,
yeah, the mantra for me is 9 is better than none.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
The home with Flossmoor Vikings only have 9 games on their schedule. But you know what? It doesn't matter. They are back on the court and they are ready to go.
And they got a bunch of good conference games. I mean, they got great teams that they're going to play. Obviously, you got Lockport today with a great matchup. And then later this week on Friday, you'll see Lincoln Way East and Bolingbrook and good conference teams that they'll play. So not only will they have just 9 games, but they'll have 9 games of great competition.
Yeah, and let's talk about that matchup, Joe, because, look, you take out the blue fighter and make him brown, this basketball game is literally a giant version of Rock'em Sock'em Robots. These two teams have a lot of size on them.
Yes, they do. And all starting with the Vikings, Chad Reddy. The only starter to come back for this Viking squad, Chad Reddy, the 6'7" forward. But also they got Christian Meeks, 6'6", who's going to be a junior this year and is going to be a big key for this team. And adding to that will be the Rubin twins. Wesley and Miles Rubin will be key. The 6'7" forwards, who are only sophomores, will be very key for this Vikings team.
Yeah, and one of the great things about Christian is that he really, he has shown durability. He played in all of the Vikings games last season, all 29 of them.
Yes, and he averaged almost 6 points a game off the bench and really had a great AAU season this past year, getting a lot of talks with college coaches. And you'll be able to see that, he's got D1 talent, and those college coaches are going to keep talking to him as the year goes on.
And obviously Meeks is going to be one of the returners, but obviously HF has lost a lot of production. No Joel Watts, no RJ Ogum, and RJ Ogum was definitely, a big piece of this team. He was definitely a presence to be, reckoned with this Vikings team.
Yep, 14 points a game for RJ Ogum. I mean, he really had a great season. Now he's at Charleston, battling an injury, but he's gonna really have a great college career. And adding on to that, like you said, Josiah Palmer, Joel Watts, a lot of great guards, and also RJ Ogum left. It's really going to hurt the Vikings, but they got a lot of depth, and every year we see that the Vikings somehow will be able to bring some new guys onto the court, and they'll be able to make it work.
You talked about Palmer, you talked about Ogum, and you talked about Watts. That is a lot of production. Josiah Palmer also shot 51% from the three-point range.
Yep.
That is absolutely insane.
Yeah, and now he's at Parkland with his college career, shot 80% from the free throw line for a Vikings team that usually struggled at the free throw line. But Josiah Palmer had a great year last year, averaged 15 points most on the team, and now he's at Parkland.
Now, there are a lot of challenges facing this Vikings team, this season. But you know what? Head coach Mark Condotti, he's always ready to have this team going into the right direction. 25-4 last season, 11-1 in conference. He's looking for another great year.
And ever since Condotti started here at HF, he's always seemed to get better. Every year he gets better. And he just is very good at bringing a new group of guys together and making them work and click together. Condotti had a great season, like you said, 25-4 last year, or 25-5, and only 1 loss in conference play. Lost to a few very good teams that were at the top of the state. So Condotti, he's had a great career here at HF, but these next few years he's going to have a lot of young talent to come with.
Now, with all of the production gone, obviously there's going to be a little bit of retooling to do with the lineup. Who do you think will have to step up and play a key role in this new look Vikings team this year?
I think it's going to have to be the guard play. You look at the bigs, right? You got Chad Reddy, like we said, Christian Meeks coming back. But it's all about the guard play for me. I think Ty Walters and Daniel Reed and Kenton Pryor are going to be very key for this team. As we saw, Daniel Reed is now on the home of Flossmoor Vikings, transferring from Marist, who actually played at Parker Junior High here in Flossmoor. Played with most of these guys during junior high when they won second at state in the ISA tournament. But I think the guard play is going to be really key for the Vikings this year, especially with all that size up top. They're really going to need to be key here.
Speaking of size, let's talk about their opponent. So the Lockport Porters come in, and unlike the Vikings, they are locked and loaded when it comes to experience. There are absolutely no underclassmen on this team, all juniors and seniors. 4
returning starters for the Porters. A lot of great big men, too. You got Matas Dexness, who's now 6'7". Last year shot 47% from 3. Broke a record here for the Porters. But they got a lot of bigs and a lot of good guard play. And Lockport's, they're trying to turn the program around. Had a rough season last year, but this year they're trying to, make these 16 games that they have count.
In a wacky basketball season, there's a lot of things that have changed, and our own Olivia Sawaki has a report for us. What you got for us?
Thanks, guys. I talked to the players, and they'd say they're super excited to be back out on the court, and not only these players, but all HF athletes. I did talk to the athletic trainer, and there are some new guidelines that we have to follow. Although the athletes have to wear masks throughout the entire game, they do get a 90-second break, 4 minutes into each quarter, to take a second, get a breather, collect themselves. But I don't see those stopping these players anytime soon. I think they're super excited to be back. Just not let anything stop them. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Olivia. And obviously, Joe, we're broadcasting with masks on.
Yes.
So that's already enough as it is. But playing basketball with masks on the court, how do you think that is going to affect, if all, the player's performance?
And so you emphasize if all, because I really think it doesn't have that much of an impact as people would think. You got 9 games here for the Vikings, and they're really trying to make it count, right? They're trying to go with that 9-0 in a really good conference. But I think masks, obviously, they're going to play a little part, maybe be annoying, but they're just really excited that they have games. I mean, I think everybody across the state, every team, every player, every coach can say that they're really excited to just even have a season this year.
Yeah, I can say the same thing about being able to broadcast this game because, man, it never seemed like it was going to happen. And, you want to talk about, what high school students are going through in this country. And, the ability to have the ability to do what you love and play basketball again. You got to just look at these players and think of all the hard work and dedication they put to get back into the hardwood.
Right, and on and off the court, really. Everybody across the country is really battling this pandemic that has hit us so hard in this country. And athletes, it's hitting them hard too, right? Some athletes, didn't have a season, as we saw in winter. Everything's getting pushed back here in Illinois due to the IHSA's decision to push back the sports and condense the seasons. But like we said, they're just happy to be here, and I think it's hard for them to say that they don't win a season, right? I know it's a pandemic and all that, and all these guidelines that they're going to have to follow, but they're going to have a season, right? They're going to have all these games, and I think they're very excited about that.
Speaking of games, these two teams have a completely different, schedule on their hands. HF, this is their first of 9 games this season. Lockport has 16 games on their schedule.
In a span of, maybe 35 days, around there. So they're going to have a lot of games. Maybe not as many practices as they probably wanted this year, but a lot of games, and that's great for them.
Yeah, and that's also great for one of their, star players. We got to talk about Matas Dexness because this dude is a beast for the Lockport Porters. He set the record for three-pointers made last season, and he shot 47% from long range. He is a lot to handle.
And he is 6'7". Not a 6'7" forward, not a 6'7" center, a guard. I mean, he's got a great build right here. Just a little skinny, maybe a little Kevin Durant, in him. But just a really great shooter. And he had a great season last year. And now he's here with his senior year. And he really wants to go out with the bang in these last 16 games.
This should be a great matchup, Joe. And obviously, we are thankful that you guys are able to join us. Vikings, Porters, ready to tip off in Flossmoor, coming up on the other side of the break.
Viking Television, where we specialize in mass media from radio to television, all produced in our professional production studio. Check out our social media, YouTube, and our website, where you can view our wide variety of content ranging from daily local announcements, informative news stories, entertaining contests and skits, and live sports broadcasts, all produced by our all high school student staff. Viking Television, where high quality isn't the goal, but the expectation.
No matter what your goals are, Prairie State College has the program you need to start on the path to success. Find what fits at Prairie State College.
Welcome back to Flossmoor, Illinois. We are about to get set to tip off. 30 seconds left on warm-up time. Joe, final thoughts on what you expect to see in tonight's game?
I expect, like you said in the beginning of this broadcast, a battle down low. I mean, obviously we see a bunch of 6'7" and 6'8" guys on the roster. It's really going to be a battle down low for the bigs. But the guard play, like I said, is going to be very key in this game. Can they make threes? Can they shoot beyond the arc?
One last thing. How much do you want to bet that we're going to see a player flex today?
Oh man, I'm sure we're going to see some emotion and excitement today. I mean, they're back on the court after a long time, and I think these guys are ready to get after it.
Well, there's the buzzer signaling that warm-up time is over. It is time to get this game underway, but first,
The objectives of the IHSA in the Southwest Suburban Conference are to promote the educational importance of inner
obviously we are,
and good sportsmanship.
the public address announcer is speaking, but obviously we see that, you know, the feel of this game just looks different. It just, you see the benches are spread out, and, you know, everybody's wearing masks, and, you know, there's been a lot of space made for this to be progressing.
And you take a 360 around the stadium, and you don't see any fans here. All across the state here in the IHSA, there really won't be any fans, and maybe a few parents here and then, but it's really just the players as we're going to do the national anthem right now.
Playing of the national anthem.
Lineup for Lockport High School.
Here comes our starting lineups.
Starting senior number 3, Matas Dexnis. Number 4, senior Evangelos Vasilakis. Junior number 11, Anthony Munson. Junior number 20, Ethan Gallagher. Senior number 50, Scott Simkowiak. And now let's meet your Homewood Flossmoor Vikings. Senior number 1, Daniel Reed. Senior number 5, Kenton Breyer. Senior number 10, Ty Walters. Senior number 11, Chad Reedy. This match. We hope you enjoy the contest and support the athletes in the.
Alrighty, so we are ready to go here in Flossmoor, Illinois. And as you notice, there's something weird going on. There's no tip-off, Joe.
Yeah, there's no tip-off as we saw in the sophomore game prior to this game. Starting out on the sideline is we're back in business, Jotham, and we're ready to start the game.
So Munson has the ball, gets it to Dexness, star player for the Porters. In the post to Zim Koyak, and he gets the bucket to start the game.
Good start right there. Nice hook shot from Zim Koyak. Watch that battle with Chad Reddy and Zim Koyak all day.
Now it's the Vikings' turn to respond. As Ty Walters tries to bring it up the court, but the Vikings turned it over on their first possession. Nice little start for the Porters.
Yeah, nice full press, full court press right there for the Porters, as they're going to look to give them a little pressure up front, not let the Vikings get any breathing room here.
Here's Anthony Munson again on the left wing. Gets it to Angelo Vasilakis. Here's Gallagher on the drive. Kicks it out to Zinkoyak. Munson on top of the key. Drives between two defenders. Blocked by the Vikings. Here's Ken Pryor. Reddy on the post. Jumper is good. It's a 2-2 game.
Nice shot there by Reddy. You watch his game and you say, man, he likes the mid-range shot. He'll go to the post and the mid-range.
Three-pointer no good for Ethan Gallagher, but the Porters get the rebound. And Angelo Vasilakis has the ball, and now it's off to Anthony Munson on the right wing. Back to Vasilakis on the top key. Drives, gets inside, and lays it in. 4-2 Porters.
Nice flow right here for the Porters offense as they're sending a lot of down picks near the baseline and running some good plays and good offense here early.
Porters trying to send a little half-court pressure, but here's a three for Homewood Flossmoor. That's Daniel Reed with his first three-pointer of the game.
Daniel Reed, the transfer from Marist, had a great junior season last year from Marist, and now is back in his hometown here in Homewood Flossmoor.
Here's Munson. Munson for three. Yes! Anthony Munson off to a nice start here for the Porters. Pryor trying to bring it up the court. Here's a three-pointer for the Vikings, and the Vikings, this is starting to turn into a little shootout. Daniel Reed again.
Nice shot right there from Reed. He's making a statement early here, and saw a little bit of the big gameplay here down low early, but Daniel Reed with two big shots.
Team starting to trade haymakers now. Vasilakis gets to the hole again, misses the layup, almost went in, almost got another offensive rebound, but Reddy gets the board, and here comes Daniel Reed again. Little floater, no good. Rebounds and Koyak. Vasilakis throws it ahead to Anthony Munson. Munson floats it over to Ethan Gallagher. Gallagher almost lost the ball there. Munson, free throw line jumper, no good, too strong. Reddy got the rebound, but he threw it out of bounds. Ouch.
Nice box out there by Reddy, but had a little bit of miscommunication right there with Ty Walters, the Governor State commit.
So we have a timeout on the floor. Vikings and Porters off to a really nice start. This has been a very fast-paced game so far, Joe.
Very fast-paced game so far. I mean, 8-7 right now. The Vikings are up by 1, but as you see, mixing it up a little bit. Vikings are going to the hoop, but also took a few, three-point shots right there. Daniel Reed with 6 points right now.
So coming into this timeout, both teams, they look pretty efficient offensively. I mean, Lockport tried to get a little, half-court press going, trying to put some pressure on the Vikings guards to get the ball past midcourt. And, well, I mean, it hasn't worked so far, but, because the Vikings are getting three-pointers off.
Right, but they got that 10-second violation early, really early. Vikings are definitely going to have to push the pace a little bit here in this quarter.
Angelo Vasilakis is going to inbound. He's got to look for somebody. Gets it in to Sam Trafton. Anthony Munson, he's been hot so far. And here's Nicholas Vasilakis for three. The second of the Vasilakis brothers gets a three-pointer in.
And they have a third, matter of fact. 3 brothers on the team this year, but nice shot right there.
Ty Walters has the ball. No, Chad Reddy. Walters again at the top of the key. In the post to Reddy. Reddy trying to post up. Gets a floater in, no good. And out of bounds off of the Vikings, so it's Porter's ball. Gallagher will inbound into Angelo. Angelo gets it to his brother Nicholas. Nicholas drives, and wow, Sam Trafton. That was beautiful offensive flow for the Lockport Porters.
Yeah, nice bounce pass right there. Good offense right here for the Porters early as they're going to the basket.
Here's Ty Walters. Daniel Reed to, oh my goodness, what nice passing by the Homewood Flossmoor Vikings. Christian Meeks with the bucket.
There you have it. Christian Meeks, the junior, 6'6", forward.
Both teams trying to trade haymakers. Munson on the wing. Now it's Gallagher. Vasilakis. Little post jumper. Got it. So the Vasilakis brothers trying to make a brotherly statement on the opening night.
Yeah. Starting out with some really good buckets right there for the Porters.
Ty Walters to Daniel Reed on half court again. Man, the Vikings, that's an and one. Christian Meeks.
And you see that athleticism right there as Meeks just floats to the basket with a little finger roll right there. As he shot pretty well from the free throw line last year, and now he's back.
So Kenton Pryor is going to come out for the Vikings. Javery Johnson's going to come in. Now we're going to have another timeout on the floor. Again, a very fast-paced start to this game.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and take a break. You're watching Vikings and Porters basketball here on VTV.
Why buy when you can borrow? Stop by today and check out More Than Books. Flossmoor Animal Hospital is a full service dedicated to providing the finest professional veterinary healthcare for your pet. Our mission is to offer the best animal healthcare available. Flossmoor Animal Hospital, providing excellence in pet healthcare.
As we saw right there, Lockport is really spreading out the points. But here for HF, now
Meeks
3
gets
points.
Meeks gets the free throw to go. 3-point play is completed. And now the Vikings are starting to try to put a little pressure on the Porters. Munson gets it to Trafton. No good, but the Porters get the rebound. Munson, another three. Yes! Anthony Munson starting to heat up for the Porters.
Huge shot right there as they got a few guards down low and don't box out. No big men's down there. And Porters get the offensive rebound and capitalize on it. Johnson
gets it to Walters for three. No good. And a foul is going to be called on Christian Meeks. Porter ball.
Good offense right there as they swing it to Ty Walters, who's Governor State commit right there. Just misses on the shot.
As Meeks' first foul is Galley. And a travel is called on Angelo Vasilakis. So a few turnovers here, but so far the offenses have been humming.
Yeah. 17-13. Porters are up right now. Offense is not a lot of defense here, as we are seeing some full court press.
Taking quite a little bit of time to get up the floor, but Reed gets it up the court, and Ty Walters trying to orchestrate the offense here. Gets it to Javery Johnson. In the post, here's Chad Brady. Walters catches a high pass, almost went out of bounds. They swing it around. Ball movement. Christian Meeks in the hold, and he's fouled. Fouled by Sam Trafton.
Feeding the beast right there. Christian Meeks almost gets that big old slam right there. Just misses, though, and he's back to the free throw line.
Yeah, you know the Vikings love their and one posters. But Meeks will go to the line for 2. Switches to first. Meeks now has 6. And Kenton Pryor comes back in for Daniel Reed.
Christian Meeks 62% from the free throw line last year. Now he's 3 for 3 this year.
Yeah, 100% is not a bad percentage to start the year off. Here's Munson bringing the ball up the court. Gets it over to Porters. Can't get a bucket. Pryor with the rebound. Walters. Ooh, almost threw it out of bounds. Fast ball movement for the Vikings here. Walters tried to scoop it up. Reddy tried to follow up, but he couldn't do it. Munson on the fast break ahead. Gets it to... Yikes. Air ball for Matas Dexness. And here's Meeks on the fast break.
Another foul.
Tried to Euro step, had 2 Porters in the air and got caught and got the foul call.
Yeah, a lot of fast offense right there. Go both back and forth on the court. But Christian Meeks is now back to the free throw line for his 3rd time today.
And he gets another one to go. Free throw line starting to become a real ally for the Vikings.
Yeah, as we see Wesley Rubin get into the game for his first appearance here for the varsity team and Homewood Flossmoor Vikings.
Yeah, one of the 2 lone sophomores on this team as Meeks misses the free throw. Zinkowiak gets the rebound, and here's Vasilak back for 3. No good. Here's Kenton Pryor up ahead to Javery Johnson, but did he go out of bounds? No, they're gonna call a foul.
Yeah, a little push off right there as Javery Johnson tries to get to the basket and dump it off.
Walters trying to inbound it. Here's Kenton Pryor. Ty Walters back to Pryor. Pryor drives, little floater, no good. Rebound, nope. And the Vikings retain possession. Long offensive possession here for the Vikings.
Yeah, going back and forth and keeping the ball here. Just missing that floater from Kenton Pryor, who just picked up his Augustana offer this past week.
Kenton Pryor. Now off to Johnson. Back to Walters. Vikings are trying to take it easy, trying to get something going on offense. Porter's doing a really good job on defense so far. And here's Walters for 3. Yes! The 3-point shooting in this first quarter has been tremendous.
Yeah, nice shot right there from the lefty Walters, as he's giving a little word.
Shot won't count, but the Vikings are called on a foul. Javery Johnson gets called for the foul. The Porters have 4 team fouls. The Vikings have 2 team fouls. Vasilakis tries to get the ball in. Simkowiak in the post is double team. Back to Nicholas Vasilakis. Shot is no good, and rebound by Javery Johnson.
Went back down right there to Simkowiak, but misses the hook this time.
Ty Walters. Kenton Pryor, wide open 3 in the corner. No good. Off the top of the backboard. Off of the bounce off the rim, but Javery Johnson gets the steal. And the Vikings get an and one bucket. Wesley Rubin.
Wow, good hustle right there from number 3, Javery Johnson, the senior. And a great bounce pass right there to Wesley Rubin right there, the sophomore, for his first bucket in his varsity HF career.
Right as the quarter was about to end, too. There's 6 seconds left. You can't turn the ball over like that in your own backcourt.
Yeah, just playing a little lazy right there from the Porters, and the Vikings capitalize on it.
Rubin makes the free throw. Vasilakis tries to get one off at the buzzer. No good. Pryor gets the rebound, and that is the end of the first quarter. So the Vikings are up 22-17, and our own Kal-El Fargo has a report for us. Kal-El?
Guys, Coach Condotti stressed getting the ball to the paint, feeding the post, stating that if they're going to play lazy defense, they're going to foul us. It is going to create free points at the free throw line. If they can execute those free throw shots, it'll be easy points and help contribute to a victory. Joe and Jotham, back to you guys.
Kal-El. And, yeah, there's been a lot of free throws that have been shot in this quarter.
Yeah, playing really fast on both sides of the ball here. Seeing a little full court press from both the Porters and the Vikings as they're going at it.
As the second quarter is about to start, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break here on. Welcome back to Flossmoor. Vikings lead it 22-17 after one quarter, and both offenses is looking really good so far. No,
yes.
I thought we were going to see some early season jitters, but
Yeah.
no, off to a fast start.
Strong start here on the offensive floor. Definitely thought before this game that we would see a lot of defense. Maybe a low-scoring game, but, 22-17 is pretty high in the first quarter here.
So both of the Rubin brothers are out there for the Vikings, both Wesley and Miles. Ty Walters gets the ball. Start the second quarter. Daniel Reed out there. Here's Kenton Pryor in the post. Ball is stolen, but foul is called.
Looks like they're going to go back to the paint here with the two sophomores, both Wesley and Miles Rubin. As they tried to feed Wesley right there, but foul under the basket.
Here's Daniel Reed. Back over to Pryor. Ball tipped by Anthony Munson. He's been active so far in this game.
Yeah, very active, both on the offensive and the defensive floor. Hit a few big shots right there for the Porters, but good tip right there.
Walters inbounds it, gets it off the rebound, and just swishes a three. The three-point shooting stays hot for both teams.
Yeah, Walters was really productive off the bench last year. Is now 2 for 3 from the three-point line.
And now he gets a steal. Ty Walters on the fast break gets a late. Ooh, almost rimmed out.
Yeah.
Ty Walters, quick 5 points. Smiling down the court. Gotta love the energy as Munson brings it up. And Vasilakis brings it up. And wow, Ethan Gallagher, great look under the rim.
Yeah, great pass right there from Angelo Vasilakis. Great bounce pass under the basket and a good finish.
We've seen some good passes in this game so far.
Yeah, a lot of good ball movement from both teams.
Daniel Reed on the top of the key. Pryor on the wing. Swings it over to Reed. Reed drives, kicks it to Rubin, and Rubin gets it in. Wesley Rubin making his presence felt off the bench.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about it before the game. The Rubin twins could be key for this team, even though they're sophomores.
Oh, but don't look now. We have an and one for Angelo Vasilakis. Lightning strikes quick as the Porters get to the free throw line for a chance for a three-point play. Wow, what a nice drive by Angelo Vasilakis here. But before that, we have our Daniel Reed kick to Wesley Rubin.
Great pass right there as he penetrates up the middle and then throws a nice bounce pass down low.
The ball movement has been tremendous so far. I am utterly impressed by what I've seen so far. I thought we were going to, see some, first game of the season, limited practice. It's not normal. You're used to, being in mid-season, late-season form by this time of year. But both teams, hey, they're showing that.
Yeah.
There's no early jitters here tonight.
Showing out right now. Not a lot of sloppy play so far. As we'll send it back to the free throw line.
And Angelo Vasilakis is going to try to complete a three-point play after a lightning-quick drive and hoop. And he gets it. Cuts the lead to 7. Reed is going to try to bring the ball up the court. Now Walters Porter's again putting pressure on the Vikings to get it just past midcourt. Ready. Looks like the pressure was a little bit too aggressive as the Porters are called for another foul.
Yeah, Porter's right there back with the 1-2-2 press. A little too aggressive, like you said, with the foul, the push-off. But that's going to send Miles Rubin back to the line.
And now it's a 1-and-1, so every foul from here on that the Porters commit, Vikings are shooting free throws. Rubin gets the first one to go. Miles Rubin gets his first point of the game. Gets his second. So the Vikings convert on a 1-and-1 and build a 9-point lead. Here's Munson. Munson looking for somebody in the post. Here's Gallagher. Vasilakis almost had the ball stolen again by Ty Walters. Munson trying to look for something. Gallagher traveled with it, and the Vikings are going to get the ball back.
Yeah, Gallagher right there didn't put the ball on the floor first. Great communication by Ty Walters and Danley Reed right there off the ball screen.
Yeah, he almost got another steal there. Here's Walters, who's kind of got the defensive hot hand so far in this game for the Vikings. Reed to Pryor. Back to Walters. Reed in the post to Christian Meeks. He trips, but he stepped out of bounds. So the Porters get it right back.
Yeah, good defense right there. Meeks got a little frustrated underneath and turns the ball over.
Reed on Vasilakis. Angelo drives, kicks out to Munson. Munson gives it back to Nicholas. Here's Matas Dexness, who's been kind of quiet so far. Vasilakis drives, gets stymied, and then Gallagher drives through the hole, throws up a wild shot. Rebound by the Porters. Dexness. Munson, another three. Oh, it just rimmed out. But the Porters will get it back.
Good ball movement right there from the Porters. Just an over-the-back foul right there by Miles Rubin. But like you said, Vasilakis is doing really well right now. But Dexness is a little quiet.
So the third Vasilakis brother, Alexander's going to inbound it in. He gets it tipped. Ethan Gallagher has it bounce off his head. Angelo Vasilakis gets the ball. Munson, he's going to step back for three. Out the back rim. Long rebound by Ty Walters. He's on the fast break again. He's going to bring it back out and slow things down. And try to orchestrate things. Munson playing very aggressive defense. He doesn't want to commit a foul. And he makes Ty Walters travel. So the aggressive defense works for the Porters.
Great defense right there from the Porters. Really physical right now, despite, all the very many, mask and all that stuff and everything with COVID. Very physical.
So Alex Vasilakis inbounds to his brother Nick. And he's getting double teamed in the backcourt. They're going to have to bring some help. And he throws it way out of bounds and over Ethan Gallagher's head. Yikes. Got to watch the equipment there. So the Vikings get the ball back. Guys over here at VTV trying to save the technology. Ty Walters so far has been kind of a technician for this Viking offense. Chad Reddy, mid-range jumper. Yes!
Great mid-range shot right there.
Angelo Vasilakis trying to bring the ball up court. They're bringing the double team. It worked last time. Not this time. Gallagher on the wing. Pump fakes a little bit. Angelo Vasilakis drives it, kicks to Gallagher again. And then they get it in the post to Sam Trafton. No good. Rebound, Ty Walters. Walters running up the court rather quickly. Gets it to Reed. Reed gets a nice look. And the Vikings have built a 13-point lead in the second quarter.
Great vision right there from Ty Walters.
Look, Munson, pump fakes, and he traveled. The Lockport Porters are really traveling a lot in this first half.
That's twice now in the past 2 minutes. Got to put the ball down for the Porters as we go to another timeout.
So far, there's a timeout on the floor. Vikings are building a 13-point lead. You're watching HF basketball on VTV.
The heart of Flossmoor. St. John's is a community where all people are welcome to explore their faith.
Welcome back. Vikings have a 13-point lead over the Lockport Porters, and we haven't seen a lot of Matas Dexness so far. The Porters are going to have to give them the ball if they're going to get a chance to claw back in this game.
Yeah, Ty Walters has been playing great defense, and not really giving them room, being really physical down here on their offensive side of the court.
So the Vikings going to get the ball back. A 13-point lead. 3:49 left to go. Robert Brazelton is now in the game for the Vikings. Another new face for this team. Ty Walters trying to inbound the ball. Here is Brazelton. Robert Brazelton gives it back to Walters. Got to watch that back heel. Almost went back court. Brazelton back to Walters. Walters trying to direct the offense again. Gives it to Brazelton on the wing. Back to Walters at near midcourt. Walters moving a little bit, gets Daniel Reed a good look in the corner. No good. Long rebound by Anthony Munson. Munson gives it to Alex Vasilakis. Now gives it to Nick and has the ball stolen. Walters again. Oh man, almost a great finish,
Hey.
But Christian Meeks, that's a big boy dunk.
Great dunk right there. Good way to hustle back and get on that side of the ball. And great rebound and dunk.
And Vasilakis, Nick threw up a wild shot, but the Porters get the ball back. Munson to Alex, to Nick. And here's Matas Dexness. Can he get going? He's having a tough time. Throws up a shot, no good. And Vikings touch it last. Here's Christian Meeks. Ty Walters, off the miss. Christian Meeks gets the putback and slams it home.
Yeah, really, really good steal right there from Walter. Second time we've seen him in this first half get that cutoff steal.
Dexness inbounds the ball, but Daniel Reed apparently is called for a foul, and he's kind of slow to get up. Gets up, though. Kind of grabbed at that rib area, that lower hip area. Now he has to come back out of the game for Javery Johnson. And Robert Brazelton is also coming in. Reed looks pretty all right on the bench, just drinking his drink. Munson gets the ball for the Porters. Munson drives, kicks it out to Alex Vasilakis. Vasilakis gets a jumper to go. Porters really needed that bucket.
Yeah, Munson very, very energetic on the offensive side of the ball. Really, really being a team leader right here for the Porters.
Walters trying to bring it up the court. Meeks back to Walters. Now Javery Johnson. Vikings have been really sound on offense so far. Can they get another bucket here? Johnson to Walters. Ready, trying to set a screen. He does, gets it to Johnson, and now Robert Brazelton has it in the corner. Johnson drives, kicks it to the basket. High floater, no good. Rebound, Vasilakis. And Vasilakis brings up the court. Alex to Nick, back to Alex for three. No. Rebound Walters, and the Vikings are on the run. Anthony Munson tries to draw a charge, but he's called for a blocking foul.
Great transition offense right there for Chad Reddy in the Vikings.
So on the fast break, Munson had no choice but to try to draw a charge. The size difference is, apparently, is visible.
Yeah, and a really good finish right there for Chad Reddy as he'll get the chance to get the and one here.
So now Chad will go in, shoot free throws. But the Porters sub out Sam Trafton for Scott Simkowiak. Reddy gets the free throw to go. And now Wesley Rubin comes back into the game for Chad Reddy. And now the Porters have Julius Smith coming to the game off the bench. And he's got Rubin on him. Kind of a height mismatch there. Zimkowiak in the post. Gets the ball taken away from him, but the Porters are going to get it back out of bounds on the Vikings.
Yeah, got to get this offense going here for the Porters as they're kind of slacking a little bit. Down 16. Kept the game close, but now they're down.
Dexness inbounds it to Vasilakis. And now Zimkowiak gets the ball back in the post. Tries to go to work on Rubin. Nothing working there. Matas Dexness been silent so far. Misses another jumper. He is still scoreless in this game.
Yeah, 0 for 3 for the day.
Meanwhile, the Rubin Bros get connected into the game.
Yeah, great pass right there from one twin to another to get the bucket.
Here's Julius Smith trying to drive on one of those bros. Now, Vasilakis step back three, no good, too strong. But Julius Smith gets the rebound, and Vasilakis gets the board. The smallest guy on the court got the rebound and almost got himself a great assist. But Vasilakis with the drive. Not the smartest foul there, but Angelo Vasilakis will go to the free throw line. Left it shorts. You don't need those if you're the Porters.
Yeah, down now by almost 20 points. Got to hit your free throws.
He gets 1 out of 2. Here comes backcourt pressure again from the Porters. The Vikings just slicing it up, but Rubin has it bounce off of him out of bounds, and the Porters get the ball back.
Yeah, that full court press is giving them a little trouble here. A few turnovers right there, and you see right there from the Vikings.
Julius Smith trying to get the Porters one last bucket to get some momentum at halftime. Here's Vasilakis to the lane. No foul is called, and the Vikings are on the run, 2-on-1. Ty Walters gets another bucket. He's got 7.
Great pass right there from Javery Johnson. Good transition offense, and they get the bucket now.
Porters got to hurry. If Angelo Vasilakis, Matas Dexness, he's got to put it up. Gets it. Nope. And the first half is over. The score is 44-25. And now the Porters got to figure out something on offense, man.
Yeah, as Dexness is a little cold right now, 0 for 4 in this half.
Cal Fargo is with Coach. Man, this first half has started to really pull away. Vikings are really starting to pull away from the Vikings here. The Vikings are really starting to pull away from the Porters.
Yeah, they really are.
Now Olivia Sawaki is with Coach Kondati.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Coach Kondati. Coach Kondati, we're back on the court. You got your players back on the court. Didn't think it would happen. How does it feel?
It feels great. I mean, it was a little bit long, and they had to do what they had to do as far as pausing the season. But it feels great to be back here. You get the jitters out in the first 2 minutes, and it feels normal.
Yeah, well, your players look great. We got quite a lead. What are you going to do in the second half to keep that lead?
Hopefully more of the same. I mean, we always talk about just keeping the pressure on and not letting your foot off the gas. I think that's the biggest thing. We had a decent plan coming in, and I think we stick to it as long as it's working.
Thanks, Coach Kondati, and back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Olivia. Coach Kondati called it. The ball movement was tremendous, and the offense was pretty sound in the first half. 44 points.
Yeah, great offense all across the court, really up and down the roster. Got a few new guys in there. Really got a lot of subs in there. Got the Rubin twins in there, and we see those guys are making a big impact early.
Yeah, and obviously it hasn't just been one guy. This is kind of what we have been, questioning going into the season. Who's going to be the guy to step up? Well, it's a bunch of guys stepping up for the Vikings.
Yeah, and those guys off the bench are really key. And we also saw Christian Meeks got a great performance here for the Vikings.
All right, everybody, that is the end of the first half. Vikings up 44-25. We're going to send it to our halftime show. Everything you need to know about VTV.
To understand that they can do anything they want to do.
For something, I know I'm gonna see it. I know that it's coming, Lord.
Accelerating too fast would cause his brain to smash into the side of his skull, while stopping too fast would cause it to smash into the other side, causing a concussion so massive he'd be lucky to survive.
Have not wasted any time since then and have gone back to work as they step around the community.
Do you know what you just watched? That was a montage of videos created by students at Homewood Flossmoor's television department called Viking Broadcast Company, or the VBC. These are all productions that you too can be making, and it simply can be done by taking the broadcasting class. We want to show you all the cool things that you can be a part of as you begin to choose your classes next year, and they all revolve around television and radio at the VBC.
This day and age, everything is video. You watch it all the time, but now you can create it. Broadcasting gives you the opportunity to be on a staff that creates a daily 10-minute show the entire school watches. The show includes announcements, feature stories, sports highlights, game shows, commercials, and even music videos, all created by the student staff. And get this, you get to create it using state-of-the-art equipment in the recently renovated VBC studios. The best cameras, the best computer editing suites, and the creative flexibility that allows your imagination to come to life.
We have the best TV studio around, no doubt. But on top of that, we have a TV truck that allows us to broadcast sports and events away from the studio. You won't find too many high schools doing what we do. Students produce live events such as football games, basketball games, and plays and presentations. We run the cameras, do the announcing, and all the behind-the-scenes technical stuff to make the events viewable by the public. It's an amazing opportunity for students to get a real-world experience, and it can happen as a freshman in your first year.
Part of broadcasting includes work on a radio station on WHFH 88.5 FM. Yep, it's a real radio station. In fact, it's the most powerful high school station in the country. Students work as DJs or talent and conduct different themed shows throughout the day. You play your favorite music, talk sports, conduct interviews, you name it. If it's done on the radio, we're doing it here at HF.
We've had some pretty big names come through the VBC. Lots of these alumni are seen on TV or heard on the radio in the Chicagoland area. They, along with VBC alumni in all kinds of careers, credit taking this class as the single most important class they ever took at HF. Don't believe me? Listen for yourself.
The broadcast program is so hands-on. Like the first day, the first week, you jump in and you're using cameras and you're interviewing people, and then you're editing soon after.
My experiences in high school have opened up so many doors for me in college. I've been able to join a production group that produces sports games for ESPN.
I'll be getting my master's in journalism in May. I'm applying at TV stations to be a television news reporter. I anchor and report the news at Ball State. I've won state awards for election coverage, anchoring, and news stories. And why? It all started with Viking Broadcasting. That class changed my life.
And so my job security was nice, and I was able to do what I enjoyed doing for a living and get paid for it because I had such a good head start at HF with the broadcast program.
Broadcasting taught me so much more than how to film and how to edit. It taught me how to be a better writer, how to be more confident, and how to communicate well with others. All three of those things are super important no matter what you plan to do in the future.
And Even if you don't want to go into media, it changes and teaches life skills you'll need for any career. Being a team player, meeting deadlines, being punctual, professionalism, and communication skills. It all matters.
You know, I wouldn't be where I am today at all if I didn't take that class at HF, because that class gave me not only the skills, but the confidence to pursue what I wanted to do for a living, what I'm currently doing for a living, and ultimately my dreams.
Assignments never felt like homework because I enjoyed doing them. My favorite part about the class would have to be how much freedom you get while making projects. You get to produce content that interests you, whether that has to do with sports, news stories, or creating music videos.
There's no other class like this class at HF.
In high school, broadcasting was my favorite class by far.
Very few high schools in the country, frankly, have this kind of program.
Either way, this class could change your life like it changed mine. So take a chance, pick up a pen, and sign up for the class. I promise, you won't regret it.
So it's simple. If you want to be part of a program that gets seen, if you want to be part of a program that makes a difference, then look no further. You can start your road to being a part of the VBC family by signing up for broadcasting. It's in the fine arts portion of your schedule, and it's the first step to becoming part of something more than just a class. The Viking Broadcast Company wants you to sign up today.
Welcome back to the season opener for the IHSA 4A basketball season that we are so excited to have back. Jotham Israel, Joe Sullivan alongside me. And Joe, the Vikings got off to a really fast start in the first half, dropping 44 points, and it's been production from all around.
Yeah, I mean, the Porters really kept it close. Great defense with that full court press early, but now they're up to Vikings are up to a 19-point lead. Really got to get some stops right here, and really got to get some points on the board for the Porters.
Yeah, and speaking of the Porters, we mentioned one name in pregame, Montas Dexness, and the Vikings held him scoreless in the first half. How do you think the Porters, are going to get back into this game?
Got to move the ball, really. First of all, you got to get some stops. I mean, the Vikings have been awesome offensively. Really got to stop those guys down low, and you got to, limit the three-point shots. But I also think Matas Technique really has to get some big points on the board, and I think they got to get that offense going and move the ball around.
Yeah, and he's big, but the Vikings have, neutralized him with their own bigs, too.
And he's shooting 40, like we said last year, 47% from three. You really got to, move him. You got to set some ball screens, get him out, maybe get him some three-point shots so he can really, make an impact in this game.
So it looks like we're ready to get back to action here in Flossmoor, Illinois. Glad to have you with us on VTV. Porters get the ball to start the second half, and Angelo Vasilakis has the ball, looking to orchestrate some offense. Here's Anthony Munson. Gets it to Montas Dexness. Back to Dexness. Back to Vasilakis. Munson gets stripped of the ball. More great defense by the Vikings, and they're on the run again. Daniel Reed gets stripped by Anthony Munson, and it goes off of Daniel Reed.
Wow.
What a great play by Anthony Munson.
Yeah, didn't call the foul right there. Daniel Reed was looking for the foul, but great defense by Munson.
So the Porters get it right back. Angelo Vasilakis hands it off to the quick-handed Anthony Munson. Gallagher back to Vasilakis. Vasilakis drives. Oh, what a move right there. But he missed a layup. Rebounded by Pryor. And Pryor on the fast break, on the move. Chad Reddy. Little one-legged floater, no good. And off of Pryor.
Chad Reddy with the floater. Don't really see that from big men nowadays, but nice floater from him. But just misses right there off the rim.
And here's Munson trying his best to will his Porters back into the game. Drives on Christian Meeks. And Meeks sticks pretty good defense on him. And at the other end, Daniel Reed. Wow, the refs are really letting these guys play tonight.
Yeah, great defense right there. Kept his hands up and didn't commit the foul.
Munson, ooh, he was open there for a little bit. He's got ready on him. Now he passes off to Ethan Gallagher. Gallagher gets Pryor on his feet. Here now Munson shoots a three. No good. And Vasilakis tries to get the board, but Daniel Reed comes away with it on the fast break again for the Vikings. Ball is tipped, but it heads up in the hands of Ty Walters. Walters calms things down for the Vikings offense. Pryor in the corner. Now Walters brings it back out. Here's Daniel Reed. Back to Pryor's, and Koyak almost stole it. And now Pryor got double teamed, and he gets the ball back out to Ty Walters. Daniel Reed.
Really good job by the Vikings right now, slowing it down.
And Walters now shoots a three and hits it. The efficiency of the Vikings offense continues.
3 for 4 on the day for Ty Walters. Great shot right there, and he's just not really missing today.
Porter's down 22 in need of offense. Anthony Munson spins around, and he travels. Yikes. Turnovers are not what the Porters need right now. I mean, you just look at how fast he's going to the cup, and he just kind of loses control of his feet.
And Munson doing a really good job of playing aggressive, going to the basket, trying to do something for the Porters. Just didn't work out right there.
Speaking of aggressive, Christian Meeks to the paint. Did they call a charge? Yep. Called a charge on Christian Meeks. You see here the ball moving again, and Ethan Gallagher steps in there and draws a charge.
Yeah, great way to set your feet and stick to it as he takes the big charge right there from a big man, Christian Meeks.
And now Munson brings it back up. Almost traveled again with Reddy on him. And now here's Ethan Gallagher. Gallagher drives on Pryor. Gets stymied. Gets it to Zimkowiak. And now Munson gets the ball. And, Gallagher on the cut. Layup, no good. The Porters just can't convert on from point-blank range. And now Chad Reddy under the hoop. Almost threw it out of bounds, but Reddy gets it and puts it in.
Great court vision right there. And a great finish right there from Reddy to stay under the basket and finish it.
Porters are in dire need of a bucket right now. Scott Zimkowiak, can he give it to him? Gets it out to Vasilakis. No. Rebound, Gallagher. And now a foul on Kenton Pryor.
Good rebound right there from Gallagher. He's really playing hard, moving the ball. I mean, really the Porters got to get some offense going, get some shots, not only at the basket but behind the three-point line.
And now Matas Dexnix comes out, and Alex Vasilakis comes in. Here's Munson. Nick. No, that's Angelo. Excuse me. Anthony Munson. Gallagher thought about a three. Pull it back down. Vasilakis gets fouled, and Angelo is going to go to the free throw line.
Great cut and great bounce pass right there. Vasilakis goes for the shot. And look at this ball movement right here as Gallagher is trying to make something happen and throws a great bounce pass right there to Vasilakis.
Got Chad Reddy on his feet. That is textbook foul drawing. But he misses the free throw. Yikes, the Porters got to find a way to put some points on the board right here, right now. Angelo gets the second of them to go. So now it's a 23-point lead for the Vikings. Walters over to Reed. Porters are going to need some more of that pressure if they want to get back into this game. And it's starting to work. Out of bounds on the Vikings.
Yeah, great defense right there from the Porters. Got to slow it down if you're the Vikings. You got a 23-point lead. Don't need to hurry things up. Sure, you got this full-court press, but you can really slow it down once you pass the half court.
Yeah, with 14 minutes and 30 seconds left of game time, you probably don't want to just rush all your shots and give the Porters more chances to work with, but that might not matter if this Vikings defense keeps playing like this. Ty Walters with another steal. And Walters kicks it out to Reed. Yes, sir! Daniel Reed again from three, continuing his hot streak that he had in the first quarter. And now the lead is doubled for the Vikings. And oh my goodness! Wesley Rubin! That is a big boy block.
The sophomore with the great block right here. After the huge three from Daniel Reed. Look at Rubin.
Jeez, 30 for 30.
Man, exactly.
Oh, jeez.
Great block right there.
Vasilakis. Alex is going to have to pass it out. And Ethan Gallagher, can he get the bucket? Yes. Porters definitely needed that. Now the lead is cut down to 24. Here's Javery Johnson back in the game. Ty Walters got to be careful. Don't want to go back court. Almost went back court. But he slides in and gets the ball to Rubin.
Great
and
vision
gets
right
the
there.
bucket.
Ty Walters with another great assist. Had Daniel Reed on the 3, and right there, dishes it to the sophomore.
The Rubin bros making their presence felt in the paint, but Angelo Vasilakis draws a foul.
Almost goes back court right there.
Yeah, but the Rubin bros starting to, make their presence felt in the paint.
But yeah, how about those Rubin guys?
So now we have Olivia Sawaki here with an interview. Guys, what you got for us?
What's going on, guys? We have HF. We have Brad Quiney here with us, man. So can you talk about how COVID-19 has impacted just HF in general, man?
Well, to put it bluntly, COVID-19 has been a real pain. It's so impacted how we're able to do things here on campus. I mean, you look at the bench, this is crazy. It's never been like this before. But one thing I will say it's brought out in the whole HF community and at the school is the teamwork approach. What we're doing, it's one department helping another department, all in the name of helping to provide the best possible experience for our student athletes.
Talk to me more about just some of the safety precautions you all are taking to stop the spread of COVID-19.
Everything's disinfected all the time. When we were disinfecting the basketball at halftime, all of us obviously are all in our masks. We got hand sanitizer all over the place. We got bottles of disinfectant all over the place. We have as much in place to try to keep things as clean as we possibly can for all of our athletes so that we can hopefully knock down the spread.
Thank you, Quiney. Jordan Johnson, back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Kal-El. And obviously the safety is, definitely key, especially for getting basketball back in high school during a pandemic.
Yeah, and as we see, no fans right here, but Vasilakis 2 for 2 on the free throw line. It's his third trip, but it's very important here, especially in the state of Illinois with all the COVID cases that we have across the state, and in any sport, to stop the spread of COVID.
Ty Walters inbounding the ball again. Gives it to Reed. Reed gets across. Munson trying to steal it. Now Miles Rubin kicks out to Reed. Reed drives, little mid-range jumper. Yes! Daniel Reed. He now has 10.
Reed just floats right there. Nice little floater. Got up. And you see the flick of the wrist with Reed. Great shot right there from him.
The Vikings now have 2 players on the floor with double-digit points. As Julia Smith gets it to Sam Trafton. Alex Vasilakis gets the ball back, avoids a backcourt violation, and Julia Smith turns it over. And here's Rubin. Rubin to the cup, and he gets another one to go.
The big man with a big drive right there. Takes it himself. Doesn't need anybody to pass it to right there, and a good layup from him.
Went coast to coast on him. And now Munson for 3. Yes, gets the friendly bounce to go.
Gets the friendly bounce. Nice shot right there from Munson. That's what these Porters need. That's what the Porters need right now. Some big shots out of Munson.
Speaking of big to big for the big finish.
Oh, the Twins connect right there. Great pass right there. And a good finish right there from Miles.
They might have to make a restaurant called Red Rubin for the Rubin brothers. Lockport takes another timeout, and it's starting to get a little bit ugly here, down 27.
Yeah, and you see the Vikings are doing a great job of breaking the press in the second half. Saw them struggle at first a little bit, got a little sloppy with the ball, a few turnovers, but now, they've gotten more into it. They've gotten comfortable with the press, and they're doing a really good job of breaking it.
And once again, we still have not really spoken that much of Matas Dexness.
Yeah, he's been quiet. I mean, right now, he might be on the court right now, but he hasn't been playing a lot the second half as he was really cold, going 0 for 4 in the first half.
Porters are going to need somebody to step up because, the turnovers are starting to pile up. The Vikings, they're really feasting on the fast break opportunities.
Yeah, and not only they're feasting on the fast break opportunities, they're shooting great from beyond the arc with Daniel Reed and both Ty Walters going 3 for 4 from the three-point line.
Porter's down 27 in dire need of some offense. Munson gets it in to Sam Trafton. Hands it off back to Munson. Munson kicks it to Nicholas Vasilakis. He misses the 3. And Javery Johnson has a lane to to the rack. Nope, but rebound to Miles Rubin, and he throws it over everybody's head, and it's going to go all the way to the other baseline, and the Porters are going to get it under the basket.
Sloppy pass right there from the young guy, but hey, it's early, you know. You get all the jitters out in his first time here in the HF Vikings uniform.
One of the few errors he's made this game. As Munson gets it to Julius Smith. Smith gets it to Sam Trafton, and he gets a much-needed bucket for the Porters.
Great pass right there.
So here's Walters. And Robert Brazelton in the game now. Walters almost lost it. Gets it back to Brazelton.
A lot of depth on this court here at the guard position as you see Brazelton come off the bench.
And now another guard, Kenton Pryor. Gets it over to Ty Walters. Pryor for three. No, short off the rim, but he almost got his own rebound. And they say it's off of Lockport, so Homewood Flossmoor retains possession. Now you just got to focus on milking the clock if you're Homewood Flossmoor.
Yeah, can't turn the ball over here if you're Homewood Flossmoor. Got to keep going at him, get some buckets, and get a few stops on defense, and this game will be over.
Brazelton on the wing. Thought about a three. Now Walters. Trying to find some room to work with. Walters, little mid-range floater. Yes! Ty Walters having himself a great night. He's got 12 points, but Munson comes right back and throws a absolute dot to Sam Trafton.
And Ty Walters.
Oh, man, this is fast-paced gaming right here. Porters, this is what they needed. Smith to Munson. Munson puts up a three. Yes! The Porters aren't done yet, Joe.
Great shot right there from Munson.
Oh, they get another one. This Porters defense is coming alive. Munson, another one. No. Rebound. Porter tried to save it, and he does. Ty Walters. Oh, what a sequence.
Wow, very fast pace right there from both teams. And now it looks like the Vikings are going to slow it back down.
They're going to have to. Uh-oh, Miles Rubin for three. He gets the friendly bounce, too.
Friendly bounce right there for the sophomore. Great shot right there from him. Making his presence, making a statement early.
And now Walters, half court. No. If that shot was up just a second earlier, Pryor could have got a tip in.
Yeah, great end right there for the Vikings. Got a few buckets. But hey, how about them Porters? Got a great sequence right there. A big three right there from Munson.
Lockport's not done yet. Down 24, but not completely out of it. We'll be right back after this message.
Van Sitma Jewelers in Homewood has been family owned and trusted since 1900. They are 5th-generation jewelers and do all their jewelry repair, watch repair, casting, and engraving on site at their Homewood location. They also do custom designs at their design studio, where they use CAD/CAM computer designs to create one-of-a-kind jewelry. From ring sizing and jewelry cleaning to watch repairs and appraisals, Van Sitma Jewelers is your local jeweler, located in downtown Homewood at 2011 Ridge Road.
The Viking Broadcast Company would like to thank its 2019-2020 gold sponsors: Soteria Construction, Portion Associates, Thanks Fusion Asian Harbor, Every Tooth Counts, Pop's Italian Beef of Homewood, and Art for Soul. Live Viking broadcasts would not be possible without the generous help of our gold sponsors.
Thanks, guys. Lockport's down quite a bit. They're down 24 points now. Just listening to the coach, they want to tighten up their defense. Really, that's their weakness right now with HF. But that's all. Just defense is their point for this this quarter. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Olivia. Defense is definitely going to be something that's going to be key if the Porters are going to try to mount a massive comeback here, and it's starting off really well with a travel by Rubin.
Yeah, Vikings keeping in two of their starters with Kenton Pryor and Ty Walters out there at the guard, at the 1 and the 2 position. But they get some stops, and they probably will pull out this game.
Angelo Vasilakis drives on Pryor. Almost got the bucket, but it rims out. Pryor gets the rebound. Walters on the fast break. Almost slipped. Could have stepped out of bounds, but Condati calls a timeout, probably knowing that Walters was in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, Walters almost got trapped right there. Could have been some trouble, maybe a turnover there, but Condati, nice timeout there for the Vikings.
So the Porters, down by 24 in the fourth quarter with 7:20 left in the game. What do you think is going to be the absolute thing they have to do to mount this comeback?
I mean, they got to get some shots up, really. You know, they can't. Sure, there's no shot clock in high school basketball, but they really got to get some shots up, whether it's under the basket or from the three-point line. They really got to push that offense. Got to go quick if they really want to try and come back.
Yeah, you don't want to waste 30 seconds every possession because at this point it is an 8-possession game. 8.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to, have the perfect, fourth quarter if you want to come back and win this game if you're Lockport. So Walters is gonna inbound it with Brazelton. Rubin's calling for it, but he gives it to Brazelton. Brazelton, Julius Smith playing as great of a defense as he possibly can, but Walters gets an open lane and he gets the bucket. Risky shot there for Ty Walters, but it goes in.
Yeah, another floater right there from Walters. Now he's got 14 points for the Vikings.
Angelo Vasilakis off to Julius Smith. Smith drives and kicks it to Dominic Krapia. But Robert Brazelton gets a steal, and now he drives it in and lays it in over Nicholas Vasilakis.
Great steal right there from the junior, making his presence shown early.
Ooh. A little bit of an aggressive foul by Walters.
Yeah, Walters looking for a jump ball right there. Try to tie him up, get that trap right there at half court, but they called a foul.
Now Nicholas Vasilakis will inbound it in to Julius Smith. Smith with Brazelton on him. Smith trying to drive to the hoop, pump fakes, kicks it out to Nicholas Vasilakis. No. Rubin the rebound. Miles Rubin making a presence felt. Javery Johnson draws a foul in the paint.
Called blocking foul right there as Javery Johnson takes it to the rack. Not stepping their foot off the gas just yet. The Vikings are really pushing that offense.
Very interesting. And the ref almost tripped over Julius Smith right in front of us. But Javery Johnson's going to go to the line, try to give the Vikings a 30-point lead. There's the first. 29-point lead, 6:38. A couple of more stops for the Vikings, and this game might be put out of reach. Johnson gets the second one to go.
How about the Vikings making some free throws? I mean, these past few years we've seen that they struggled a little bit when it comes down to the stretch. But now up by 30, making a lot of good free throws for the Vikings, shooting them very well.
Yeah, they shot 50% as a team last year. And, free throws is a big reason why they have such a big lead right now. And Matas Dexness, who's been quiet all night, throws up another wild shot, doesn't get it. Rebounded by A.J. Wells, who comes into the game now. Vikings are probably going to start using their bench now. Brazelton, three-pointer, gets fouled, though. Yikes, you never want to foul a three-point shooter, and that's exactly what Brendan Spratt did.
Yeah, down by 30. I mean, you really can't. You got to jump past him or give him a little bit of a contest. You really can't get up in him down by 30.
So now Brazelton's going to go to the line for 3 free throws. This is the first. Marcus Glover now coming into the game. And A.J. Wells out there with Javery Johnson. They thought it was 2 shots, but no, it was a 3-point.
Yeah, Dexness 0 for 5 on the night, but he's playing hard, really playing hard right there. As you see, he thought it was only 2 shots. As Brazelton misses
He misses all 3 free throws. That's the first time I've seen 3 missed free throws in a row in a long time.
Yeah, after the really good shooting night for the Vikings, both on the floor and on the free throws. Misses 3 right there, which is something we haven't seen today.
I kind of blame it on you, Joe, because you mentioned the free throw.
That is true.
And then he just misses 3 straight free throws out of nowhere.
That is true. Little karma. I apologize for that.
I kind of apologize, too, because I'm a broadcaster, too. So the Porters are going to get the ball back. Montas Dexness looking for somewhere to go on the inbounds pass. Gets it to Dominic Krapia. Krapia kicks it to Julius Smith for 3. No, but Matas Dexness gets the rebound, and finally, it's too little too late, but he finally gets a bucket.
Yeah, first bucket right there for Dexton. Still playing hard despite they're down by now 28.
Now Robert Brazelton has the ball. And now Dominic Crepia gets it to Dexness, who just got his first bucket of the game. Dexness is stolen by Luis Acevedo. Acevedo, I thought he was going to throw it down, but he just simply lays it in. He gets his first 2 points. Julius Smith trying to make a couple of moves. Gets it out to Vasilakis. Vasilakis gets it to Smith. Smith almost traveled. Did I call a foul?
Yep, calls a block foul under the hoop. And it looks like we're going to go to a break here.
Interesting. Well, the Vikings have a 30-point lead in the fourth quarter, and they can just about put this one away. You're listening to VTV Sports.
Viking Television, where we specialize in mass media from radio to television, all produced in our professional production studio. Check out our social media, YouTube, and our website, where you can view our wide variety of content ranging from daily local announcements, informative news stories, entertaining contests and skits, and live sports broadcasts, all produced by our all high school student staff. Viking Television, where high quality isn't the goal, but the expectation.
No matter what your goals are, Prairie State College has the program you need to start on the path to success. Find what fits at Prairie State College.
Welcome back to Flossmoor. Vikings lead 72-42. Game's just about out of reach with 3:36 left to go. Joe, I mean, what are you looking for the Vikings now? Because, now you got a 30-point lead. You're going to try to see what you have, really have on your bench, how deep you are?
Yeah, really got to play those bench players and see what they got when you're up by 30. As you can see, all the starters are done for the night, and they'll probably be preparing and looking forward to this Friday's game against Lincoln Way East. But as a player off the bench right now, with almost 4 minutes to go, you really want to get those key minutes.
Julius Smith at the line for a 1-and-1. Misses the free throw, but gets his own rebound. Dexness for 3. No, and he still does not have a three-pointer in this game, but the Porters get the offensive rebound and gets it to Kari Carpenter for the bucket. And now Brazelton brings up the floor. Everybody's still playing hard. Brazelton, mid-range jumper, air ball. Yikes. But the Vikings get the rebound. What hustle by the Vikings. Another offensive rebound. Oh, my goodness. The Porters need to box out here. The Vikings are getting all the offensive boards they want right now.
And it looks like they're going to slow it down. Really good job boxing out right there from the Vikings. 3 offensive rebounds right there in that series.
And now Javery Johnson trying to find some offense here. Almost turns it over. A.J. Wells gets it. And now Marcus Glover to Brazelton. And now Johnson.
And remember, folks, we have no shot clock here in high school basketball, so it looks like they're trying to take a little bit of time off the clock, playing it really slow, and that clock's going to keep running.
Vikings chewing up a lot of time on his offensive possession, which is exactly what they wanted to do with this type of lead. Brazelton pulls up for 3, airballed again. Brandon Spat with the rebound. And now Dominic Crepia gets in it. And now Julius Smith gets it into Brendan Spratt. Spratt turns it over. And the Vikings get the ball back.
Looks like they're going to do another switch here for the Vikings.
Yeah, now the Vikings.
Almost a whole new lineup.
Yeah, I see. Now you got Cedric Stanback in there. Trey Hardy and Amon Muhammad.
And as these bench players get in, let's talk a little bit about the big impact that the Vikings had in their starting lineup. And it kind of all starts with Ty Walters, who had a great game today.
Yeah, he was all around, being a presence on the offensive and defensive side of the court. I mean, he drained some three-pointers, ran the offense well as Brazelton knocks down the three, and he got some steals on defense.
Yeah.
So he had an all-around great game.
Yeah, really was playing hard all over the court, and then had a really good matchup today against Matas Dexness, which is a really, really good matchup as he ends the day with 14 points, playing really well, shooting great from beyond the arc, and really playing good defensively, who comes out with 4 steals on the day.
Jaden Murphy kicks it off to Cedric Standback. Cedric Standback misses the layup. Rebound Spratt. Gets it to Krafia. Time ticking down on this game as the Vikings are going to go to 1-0. Krafia fakes, shoots, air ball.
And it looks like they're going to keep the clock rolling here.
Reasonably so. And now Jaden Murphy's going to bring the ball up. Here's Trey Hardy. Misses the jumper. And the Porters are just going to pack their bags, dribble this one out. So the Homewood Flossmoor Vikings win their home opener, 75-46. On a night that is so special for us because we get to have our high school hoops back. The Vikings dominate the Porters.
Yeah, really good game right here from the Vikings. Really dominant performance. Thought it would be really close early. I mean, it was a little early, but the big men's presence, obviously Chad Reddy and Christian Meeks had a good game. But you talk about the key to this game, and you really think about the guard play with Ty Walters, Daniel Reed, and Kenton Pride. Had a really great game, both offensively and defensively for the Vikings.
And our own Olivia Sawaki is with Ty Walters, the player of the game. Olivia?
Thanks, guys. We have MVP of the game, Ty Walters, here. He scored 14 points this game. Ty, how does it feel to be back onto the court?
Feel good. I was a little nervous at first, but felt good. Me and my team came out balling. That's all that matters. Got the W.
Guys won by quite a lot of points. What was the key to success for this game?
Ball movement, getting everybody involved. And, yeah, we was just playing together. Everybody's playing defense, staying solid. And, yeah.
Thank you, Ty. MVP of today's game, Ty Walters. Back to you guys.
Thank you.
Ty Walters, he makes me proud for wearing the number 10 on my own jerseys. He had a great game, though. I mean, 14 points. He made his impact on the offensive side and on the defensive side.
And he was throwing dimes, all across the court. Great vision from him today, from the Governor State commit, and a really good statement right here for their first game of the year from him.
We're going to take one final break here on VTV. Once again, the Vikings win 75-46.
Why buy when you can borrow? Stop by today and check out More Than Books. Flossmoor Animal Hospital is a full service dedicated to providing the finest professional veterinary healthcare for your pet. Our mission is to offer the best animal healthcare available. Flossmoor Animal Hospital, providing excellence in pet healthcare.
So, Joe, feels great to be back in the booth and watch some basketball, right?
It does, absolutely. And a great first game here for the Vikings. I know they're very excited to be back. And only 8 games left for them, so I think they're really going to take advantage of them. And I think they're very excited about this matchup coming this next Friday.
Yeah, and obviously this is, a 9-game spread over the next month. But you know what? High school basketball is back, and that's all that matters to them. And they got the job done, and they're kind of picking up where they left off of last season. Even though there may not be any state finals to really get into, these players don't care. They're out here to hoop and hoop like it is their last year of high school.
Yeah, absolutely. And really great play all across the board for the Vikings. Really good play on the big men's side and also on the guard play. A lot to learn for this Vikings team. We've got a lot of depth both on for the big men and the guards. A lot of depth and a lot of people who can score the basketball, which is really good for Coach Gandati.
So at the end of the day, the Vikings came into the season with some questions. I think a lot of them were answered with this 75-46 victory tonight. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us here at VTV. This has been a great night. High school hoops is back. I'm Jotham Israel, and for our entire crew, Joe Sullivan, all of our camera crew, we thank you for watching Vikings versus Porters on VTV Sports. We'll see you guys next time.